By the end of this video, you're gonna find what type of contracts are gonna cost you more money and time and headaches, and what type of contractors will actually save you time, money, and hassle. So when planning your dream house, when planning to get it built, construction brings much headache for most people. That is because maybe you have had some bad experience going through a construction project where you ended up having to incur more cost than you actually intended, and also having to not being able to achieve that quality that you wanted to achieve through your building project. And also maybe sometimes you might have experienced that the building project is getting dragged on for so long, and it has taken like years to complete than you originally expected. So all of these could be a result of having the wrong approach to construction project, and this can be avoided by hiring the right professionals and knowing what you are going to do and knowing the process in a building project. Number one, selecting a contractor through the tendering process. Now, if you go to an architect and get a house designed, and this would be the best and the most suitable method for selecting a contractor for building your house. Because if quality is a major concern for you, and if you want the house to be designed in exactly the same way as your architect designed it, to get that exact same value and quality, then this is the ideal method for you to find a contractor, by calling out for tender. So when analyzing the technical aspects, we are going to look at how many projects they have completed in the past, their experience, how is the quality of the past projects that they have handled, and see what kind of current ongoing projects that they have, and with those ongoing projects, do they have the capacity and equipment that is necessary to build another project at this time, and also the recommendations of the past clients of their past projects, and likewise. So when analyzing the price, the best price does not always mean it is the lowest price. Now, what do I mean by that? Sometimes a contractor may quote a lower price than the current market price, so it is unrealistically low with the intention of winning the bid. Now just think for a moment, how are they going to actually generate a profit if they have quoted a very low price? So the materials are actually going to cost them more, materials specified by the architect. So at a time like this, a contractor may reduce the cost by reducing the quality of the materials that they buy from the market. Thereby the quality of the project might reduce, and they might use low skilled laborers in order to reduce the labor cost. So this is not good. So all of these things will be identified your architect, and they will be giving you the best recommendation through a report, and then you can look at the report and decide which contractor is suitable for the project, and make your decision based on the architect's recommendation. So typically the contract type here is measure and pay, meaning is you are actually paying only for the work done at site. So as the building project is under construction, your QS will help you measure the actual work done at site by the contractor, and then the payments are released only for the actual work that is carried out at site. So you will not end up paying more or less for the contractor. Next one is the design and build contractor. Now, if you are going to an architect, you wouldn't want to go to a design and build contractor. And also, if you are going to a design and build contractor, you have to decide that beforehand, because then you wouldn't want an architect. Now, I would suggest you go there if and only if you trust the design and build contractor, because there are like both pros and cons for this type. And let's look at the pros first. So typically a design and build contract is signed for a fixed price. That means you and the contractor agree on a lump sum, a fixed price at the beginning of the contract, and this amount does not change under any circumstances. Even if the price goes up or down, this amount does not change. And this is one of the biggest advantages in the design and build contract. Another advantage is this is also a one-stop service, meaning you go there, explain your requirement, and they do the design and they also do the construction. So you don't have to put much effort again to find another contractor. So it's a one-stop service, and overall the process is very easy and less complex, and you can get it done like in a fairly lower time period. So now let's look at some of the disadvantages in a design and build contract. So in this method, the team leader is the design and build contractor and not the architect, and the whole process is kind of designed in a way to increase profits and reduce costs. So they don't spend time on designing a new design for each and every client by responding to their unique ideas and unique requirements. So most of the time, if you go to a design and build contractor, you will have to select one of the designs from the stock designs that they already have in-house. So they wouldn't look at your site and respond to your site conditions. Let's say you just go there, select whatever the design that basically fits your requirement, maybe through the number of, if you need just 4-bedroom house, they will give you just a 4-bedroom house, and just to comply with the basic requirement. So then they will be putting this sample house design just in your house. If they wouldn't look what your site dictates, whether you have scenery from the west and whether you have wind from the east and you need windows from the east, it does not matter to them, because they're not responding to them. They're just going to build a pre-designed house that they have in stock. Now, they may have in-house architects working under them, but the overall process is designed to minimize cost and maximize profits by compromising on the architectural aspects of a house. So they wouldn't give like much attention to detail on every aspect of your house. They wouldn't think how these spaces will respond to you, how you would feel when you are walking through the house. They wouldn't just pay much of an attention to that kind of architectural aspects that we would give attention as architects. Now let's talk about some cautions that you may have to have in mind when selecting a design and build contractor. The most important thing is you have to make sure that you get a fixed price for your project, because this is the most biggest advantage in a design and build contract, to have a fixed price for the project regardless of the price fluctuations that will happen in the market in the future. So make sure you do that, and if you are in a tight budget, this could be the best solution for you. Another one is, before signing the contract, make sure that you check each and every condition in the contract. As in every contract, this is really important. Read it once, twice, and even 3 times, and make sure you don't miss any of the points. Now especially look at what are the conditions that they have put in terms of price fluctuations, cost variations, time extensions, and material price variations. Look at those conditions and see if they are matching with what you are expecting. Also, look at the quality control conditions in the contract, see what they have mentioned about that as well. So after looking at the contract document, and if you feel like some things need to change or maybe some more conditions need to be added to the contract, before signing this, you have to let know to the contractor and discuss with them and get the contract document amended. You can do that. Now, if you still don't trust the contractor and still you want to go for the design and build contracting method, then there are like some more steps that you could be more cautious on. One thing is you can select your own cost consultant to check the pricing of the BOQ. And another thing is when the project begins construction, you can appoint your own architect to quality control of the project. And if you are planning on appointing other consultants for the project, you have to speak this with the design and build contractor beforehand, before signing the contract. Let them know and get that condition. The next type is the labor-only contracts. This is like a less complex, maybe sometimes verbal-only contract based on the prices and rates quoted by a contractor. You can use labor-only contract if your project is less complex and not large scale. For example, for an addition for the existing house or for an alteration of something you already have in the house. This process is fairly easy and so you can quickly start building, but you have to make sure that you have a proper set of working drawings issued by your architect for the project. Now, most people try to save money by adopting this method. They think they can save a lot of money by using a labor-only contract. But as an architect with my experience, I'm telling you, please don't go there. Now, since the contractor is not buying material here, they don't care if it is wasted or not. They are not trying to save the material, or they are not looking at the best possible way they can use the materials. So a lot of wastage can happen here. Also, the quality of the project needs to be checked daily on site. This is because none of the professionals are involved in the project. So you as the client will have to go through the hassle of supplying materials. So you will have to keep track on the material orders, suppliers, and make sure that you supply all of this on time as and when the materials are required. And you will also have to monitor if the contractor is like the laborers are working properly at site, to make sure whether they are actually working or not working, like whiling away the time. So you will have to have a person every day at site monitoring their work. This is not a construction method that worths your time, because even sometimes the contractor might not perform well and they might even leave the work because there is no strong attachment with you and the contractor, as there is no contract signed for the project. Now, in the long run, this will always overrun the cost than getting it built from a proper contractor. And you might also have to spend a longer time than you expected to complete a house. Let's say if you wanted it to complete within 8 months to 1 year, you might end up spending like 2 or 3 years to actually complete the project. And for the process, there is no right process for the contract, because there is no contract signed, no conditions. So the laborers actually can do whatever they please at the site. So always you will have to monitor. Again, since you don't have a contract, you don't have anything to hold them liable. So that's why they can do anything as they please. So if something goes wrong within the project by the labor contractor, it will all be on you because there is no contract, meaning you will have to absorb whatever the wastage and whatever the cost variation that may happen by yourself. So again, I'm telling you, if your project is complex, please don't go there. Just select a proper contractor for your project. So if this content helped you in any way, make sure that you hit the like button below, and also make sure that you comment and let me know, because I'd love to read your comments. And also subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button if you'd like to see more of these contents made by me. I'll see you in the next video.